Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be filming a video on how I take notes on my Surface Pro 6 for college. So the reason I'm filming this video is because I think it's going to be really useful if you're trying to decide between a Surface Pro or an iPad when it comes to school and how you're going to take notes on it. So I thought it would be a really awesome video, and I also use OneNote, so it'll be kind of cool if maybe you're not looking at a Surface Pro 6 but maybe you have an iPad and you want to get more ideas on how to use OneNote, because that is what I use. So yeah, the rest of the video isn't going to be my face. The camera is going to be over my actual Surface Pro, showing you guys how I use it. So I just kind of wanted to film this little intro to kind of explain what the video is about, and I really do hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, feel free to subscribe and like, and don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I post. And if you want to see any videos, just go ahead and leave a comment or for a request in the comments below, because I am planning on making an upload every single day in the month of March. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Alright guys, so this is my Surface Pro 6. I've already just opened it and stuff, and just so you know, for reference, the pen that I use is just the one that comes, it doesn't come with it, but it's the Surface Pro 6 pen. Also, I'm so sorry about my nails. Please don't look at them. They're chipping and it's ugly. So yeah, so I'm going to basically show you guys how I take notes. So the first thing that I do when I have this open is I program the pen for when I click it, it automatically will open up OneNote. And so depending on the class, I have different notebooks for all of my classes. So I have a chemistry, a math, a women's studies, and one for learning Russian. I'll even show you guys how to make one. So at the very bottom here, you just press plus notebook, and then you put whatever class that you want in it. Let me focus that. So let's say I'm going to say YouTube. Then you press create. Alright, sorry, I had some weird technical difficulties, so I just changed the Russian one to YouTube. So then after you make a notebook, you click on down here, it says plus section, so we're just going to go ahead and add a section. We'll just be day 1. And then when it comes to making the notes right here, you can either choose to write right here, or you can type. I prefer to type because it looks really clean when you have multiple pages that are typed. So we're just going to go ahead and click on that, and we'll type hour 1, I don't know. And then yeah, so if I'm using math, what I'll do is I'll click on view, and then right here where you see rule lines, oh, you can't even see view. Okay. Where you see the button that says rule lines, I go ahead and click on that. And then these are the different kinds of papers. I like using the smallest grid lines on the left for math, because it makes it, I like writing really small. And then what I like to do is I like to zoom in, and then I go back to draw, and I just click a pen. And yeah, so let's say that I'm taking notes for chemistry, right? So at the very top, I'm gonna write down whatever the chapter is, and then I put the headings of all of the textbooks. So I'll put I'm trying to think of something from chemistry. So I'll put something like enthalpy right here. And what I like about this is, even though it looks like I'm writing really big, when you zoom out, it's really small. So that's really nice. So I start by writing whatever the book is, and then I usually like to highlight it, but I like to keep it in black and then highlight. That's kind of a gross highlight, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then after I highlight it, I kind of go into the section and write what's important. So let's say I have a vocab word, so vocab, and then I go ahead and just define it. I like defining vocab words like this, but if there's a subtopic that has multiple points, so let's say I have topic 1, and then I'll do bullets like this. It's just kind of what I prefer. I really only do multiple colored pens when I'm doing notes in math, because that's kind of the easiest way to do it. So for example, in my math notebook, these are the notes that I took the other day in class. So as you can see, I started off by writing black is kind of all of the problem names. And so the topic of this chapter was law of sines. So I drew all of my triangles in black. I kind of color coded so you can see where the different things are. And this was kind of an application of the law of sines. So as you can see, I wrote the actual problem down in black. I drew the triangle in black. All of the things that were given to me in the specified problem, I write in black. And then I go in with different colored pens for my work. so you can kind of see my thought process. So like how I drew these angles as pink, I showed my work over here where it's pink. Where I'm starting to draw the vectors, I did it in green. So then down here, when you see like the little diagram I made with vectors, it's also in green. So then it matches up really, really nicely and you can kind of follow the work of it. Down here, I didn't write this. Like this part wasn't in the given problem, but it was kind of like a really important note. So like, in the problem, like the tension of the ropes, it was not equal to the length of the rope. So when I go into like do my homework, I know to make sure I remember that. And yeah, and so like down here, as you can see, like my work is shown through the different colors of how I did different aspects of the given problem. So that's how I kind of do multicolored pens. I like to do that with math. And then with chemistry, my notes are, I do it on plain paper for chemistry. And as you can see, all the vocab words are highlighted. This one is a very small. I think this one was really long. All of the vocab words or anything important I highlighted with blue. And then pink is kind of like my work. So like when we did example problems in class, I showed my work in pink, kind of like I did in math. And then like my diagrams are blue, stuff like that. I kind of have a process when it comes to taking notes. I'm really organized about it because I don't like not being organized about it. One thing that I will say that I love about the Surface Pro is that the tip of the pen, if you can't tell, is kind of like, I don't know if you can tell on camera. Probably not. Oh my gosh, where is it? The tip of the pen is kind of like rubber, which is really nice because it means that it doesn't scratch the screen. It's like really bouncy, and I'm left-handed, so I was really skeptical about getting this. But the nice thing is, like when you write with your left hand like this, it doesn't like register your hand moving, which is so freaking nice. Literally love it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, another really cool thing that you can do too is you can take screenshots. So if I double tap this, it'll take a screenshot and send it to it. So like let's say I wanted to take a note on like YouTube or something. What I would do is right here on the end of the button, I double click it twice, and then it takes a screenshot of it and sends it to OneNote. And then what I can do is I can select the part that I wanted to take a note on. Like let's say I want to only take notes on this, right? It'll bring this to YouTube, and then I can go ahead and do YouTube. It'll bring this to OneNote, and then I can kind of draw all over it and take notes on it and say like whatever I want, which is really, really nice for school. So you can take screenshots of like your pages and anything like that. You can also open PDFs up inside of OneNote and actually like write in them, which is so nice. But yes. And that is honestly kind of how I use OneNote to take notes in school. It's really helpful. Also, some other side note things that you can do are like, you can do this thing called ink to shape, where if you're drawing like a triangle in math, it'll like straighten it out like that. That's really nice for drawing circles. What you can also do is you could say like 5 plus 25. And what you can do is press this button right here, select it, and then press math, and it'll solve it for you, which is like really nice for like harder problems and stuff, and it'll tell you the answer. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And then also too, like let's say I'm like, oh my gosh, I just wrote all of these, oh my gosh. Let's say oh my gosh, I just wrote like all of these notes and I made them way too big. What you can do is you can do this. You can select them and you can make them any size that you want. Or if you wanted to make them bigger or really tiny. It's honestly like awesome, like the amounts of things that you can do within OneNote that I'm still learning every day. But I think, and you can also change the page color, stuff like that. I just think that this is like honestly so amazing. I just like this better than the iPad, mostly because like if you can tell on the bottom here, I can still like access, like this looks like you're doing it on a computer, right? Because it's still a computer, it's just kind of like a touch screen computer, which is what I really love about it. And I just think that it's awesome. And if you're gonna buy something for school, I would definitely recommend the Surface Pro. Yeah, and I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, and just so you know that the keyboard case that I have is the like the blue Alcantara one, so it's kind of soft. And then on the very back of it, I have a Marble D brand that I got. It's kind of like a skin, so it's not really protective, but it kind of does protect it against scratches and stuff, and it's super pretty too. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching my video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment for any future video requests you want to see. And yeah, I love each and every one of you. Thanks so much for subscribing. Bye.